A basic introduction to propositional logic, demonstration 3.2, or out. A disjunction is symbolized by or. The two pieces it connects are disjuncts. It means or, either, etc. Or out uses a disjunction and a pair of conditionals to show what the result would be if you take each of the disjunct pieces, and this is a 3-step rule. Problem 51. You can go to the movie or the concert. If you go to the movie, you have to be home by 9. And even if you go to the concert, you still have to be home by 9. So either way, I'll expect you home by then. Step 1, find the code words. Again, they're capitalized for you. So the M will stand for going to the movie, the C will stand for going to the concert, and N will stand for being home by 9. Step 2, now symbolize the relationships given in the argument. The first statement says you can go to the movie or the concert. That will be shown by M or C. This is the disjunction. Next, it says, if you go to the movie, you have to be home by 9. Notice this is a conditional, right? It tells you if this happens, then that will happen, right? So it gives a condition. M is the first part. If you go to the movie, you have to be home by 9. N is the second part. M arrow N. The third statement, even if you go to the concert, you still have to be home by 9. Remember, in logic, we don't care about some of the extra language, but it's saying the same thing. It's saying if you go to the concert, you have to be home by 9 as well. So this is the third statement, and it gives us the second conditional. Or out is a 3-step rule, and you need these 3 pieces. You need a disjunction, you need where the first disjunct leads, where the second disjunct leads. And then the final statement is the conclusion. Right? You can tell because it says, so either way, I'll expect you home by then. You can tell this is the end result of the argument that's being given, right? This is a conclusion. By then, what does by then mean? You have to refer back to a previous statement where it says you have to be home by 9. And so the conclusion is just N. Okay, now taking all of that, you are going to put it into sequent form. So using those premises, you line them up. M or C we had as the first statement. M arrow N, then we have C arrow N, and then for the conclusion we had N. Remember, the premises are always separated by commas. The conclusion comes after the turnstile. Right? Once you have your sequent, it's easy to set up your proof on step 4, right? You put all your assumptions, in this case we have 3 of them. You put them there, you line them up, and they're just given the justification of A, right? They were assumptions that were given to us. Again, we call premises assumptions once they come into the proof. And then we put the conclusion at the bottom, N. Now think to yourself, how am I going to get to the N? In this case, we're going to use the or out rule. So step 5, solve the proof. So you can see we have M or C, M arrow N, C arrow N. So this is perfect for or out. Or out is a 3-step rule. You need the disjunction, the or. The first line gives that to us. It says M or C. The second and third lines tell us what happens with M and what happens with C. If you take M, you'll have N. If you take C, you'll also have N. So again, for the 3-step or out rule, you need the disjunction and the 2 conditionals. And if they go to the same place, in this case, they both go to N, then you have a simple dilemma. If they both go to different places, then you'll have another disjunction at the end for the conclusion. Okay, in this case, we have a simple dilemma. For more information on simple and complex dilemma, look in the textbook. In this case, we have a simple one, and so we just place it there. We say for the conclusion on line 4, we just have 1, 2, and 3, or out. And those are the pieces you need to do or out. Here's the final answer with the sequence shown and the proof solved.